My Hebrew Israelite brothers and sisters, the 12 tribes of Israel scattered all over the earth, welcome back. This is your Moray Dr. Yeshu saying thank you again for your subscriptions, for your likes, for your comments. Most of all, my brothers and my sisters, I thank you so much for your prayers. Your prayers been so, so, so awesome in my life, in my family's life. I want to thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for praying for me. Thank you for keeping me up in your prayers. Now, as always, I'm going to ask you, my brothers and sisters, one of the reasons why it's important for you to pray for me personally is the fact that I am human just like anybody else, right? I'm prone, Satan is out there, trying to trap me, right? And he will do things, and I have to be on the alert. So pray that at all times I will be on the alert. Okay? Always, not being foolish, but understanding the time, right? And what's around my environment and everything like that. Just pray that YAHUAH will keep me in his care. Amen? Praise his name. My desire, my brothers, my sisters, is to serve him and to do his will. And I believe that I cannot tell you to do righteous if I'm not. So I have to live righteously. And this is my prayer that YAHUAH will give me his strength and his grace to do that. Okay, I cannot keep myself. I have to depend on YAHUAH to keep me. And so that is what I do on a daily, moment by moment basis. As he keeps me and he supplies my needs, and he watches over me, and so on. And he protects me, right? And so I'm praying that YAHUAH will do the same for you. As you pray for me, I pray for you. Praise his holy name. This is reciprocal, okay? You pray for me, I pray for you. Praise his holy name. Praise his holy name. And so my responsibility to you is to live a life that brings glory to, my life brings glory to YAHUAH. And also to make you feel good that I am serving you. I'm doing the right thing. I am not being a hypocrite, telling you to do something when I'm not doing it. Okay? So, my brothers and sisters, one of the things is that, you don't know what a person does when you turn your back, right? When I close my door and I go inside my house, you don't know what I do, right? So what you have to do is trust YAHUAH that I am doing the right thing, and pray and believe in faith in it. So when I'm telling you I'm doing the right thing, I am not going to fool you. I'm not going to say something to you that that kind of form of deceiving you. Yes, it's like me coming up here saying, "Oh, look at all those wicked people out there. Look at all those, those politicians there." I'm a politician, right? I'm saying, look at all those wicked, those thieves and those, bandulu people out there. Look at those criminals. Guess what? And I'm not looking at myself who's a worse criminal. You see what I'm saying? So I am going to do the right thing. Praise his holy name. I'm going to stand on his word, my brothers and my sisters. When I say stand on his word, I don't mean to put his Bible down and stand on it. But I mean that I'm going to let his word have its place in my life. And I apply to my life and do the things that he said in his word, so that I can encourage you to do the same. Praise his holy name. So the last time we started, and we were in we left off in verse 1. That's Psalm 36 verse 1. We talk about the wickedness of man, and we were explaining and illustrating how wicked people are, and present day people, and how some of these leaders are that are leading people and want to lead people, want to control people's life. And people, you see, and we talk about the evangelical Christians who are not doing the thing that they're supposed to do. They're not witnessing, they're not being a true witness. Because if they are a true witness, they will stand back and say, look, you change your life. say to all the politicians who are doing evil, change your life and we will support you. But they're not doing that. They don't care. Oh, he's with my party, so I'm going to do it anyhow. My brothers, my sisters, you know what that is? That is following blinds. That is like you have an idol, worshiping an idol. Worshipping an idol. You know. And if you truly, this is what I'm saying, that Christianity and Hebrewism is two different things. Because we're looking at one YAHUAH. One. And we're not splitting him up. And we're not letting nobody take his place. He is our YAHUAH, and he alone. He called us, my brothers, my sisters. He said, "Hear, O Israel, YAHUAH, or Eloheinu, is one YAHUAH. Hear, O Israel, YAHUAH, or Eloheinu, Echad." Means one. He's one. We're not following several gods. We're following one. So no man can come and take his place. And no man going to take his place in my life. I am giving my allegiance to him. So when you hear people start, "Oh, I alone can do it," you better be careful who you watching. But you blindly following them anyhow. So go ahead. If that's what they want to do, my brothers, my sisters. You know, if that's what you want to do, go ahead, because, you know, in the end, you're the one who's going to suffer the consequences. You know what is right, and you don't do it. Or probably you don't know. Well, you need to learn the right way by seeking YAHUAH. That's the way. Seek, he says, "Seek ye YAHUAH while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he's near. Let the unrighteous man," you know, and the wicked, forget his ways and turn to YAHUAH. You know. So here we see in verse 1, Psalm 36, verse 1, we talk about the wickedness of man. He said, "The transgression of the wicked." That's where we left off, the wicked. This is what he said. This is what he said. The word "safe" here in the Hebrew is the word neum. That's what it is, neum. Right. And it is a word, you know, nun, aleph, and mem, neum. Of course, it has the you know, the demarcations that show, you know, the different accents and so on, you know. Okay, but in here in these three letters that make up the word neum, you know, here they are, and then you have to add the vowels to them. Okay, of course, you know that, and I mentioned it before, that, you know, the Hebrew did not have vowels set out like that. This is just modern ways of putting, you know, these letters, setting these consonants apart and setting vowels between them, so that, you know, people who learning to learn Hebrew, who learning to write or to read Hebrew, can understand. So, you know, but anyway, but neum is the word there, and it means utterance. So the wicked, the transgression of the wicked, they utter this. This is what they utter. You know, they utter this in their heart, and they utter it, and this, you know, that is to utter they have said. It's like you said. They said, from Naam is like an oracle. Okay, have said. They said it. They said, in the scripture, and they say it. From the primitive root means how they whisper it. That is by implication to utter as an oracle and to say something. That's what they said. They said in the heart, within the heart. Okay. They say within the heart. Within the heart. The word within here is another word that is kereb, and kaf, resh, and beit, kereb. And what happened here in this word, what they're saying here, within, that means it's coming from inside, the inward part, in the midst of. That's what it's trying to say. The word is trying to tell us here. In the midst of, among our, before, it's like deep, coming from deep within the bowels. It's coming from inside. And when you talk about the heart, you talk about the real person. It's not just talking about the heart that pumps blood. When you talk about the heart, you talk about the seat of the affection, like the inner part, of the person, the nearest part, the center. That's what you're talking about. Literally, the center of anything. The center of anything. And so what is saying here, my brothers and sisters, that the wicked person is said deep within. It's coming. This is not something that is just slip of the tongue. It's something that he thought about. The thought process is coming from deep down on the inside. That's what he said. He said within the heart, within my heart. and the heart here again has to do, is it the within and the heart is almost the same, have the same meaning, different words, but the same meaning, because the word here is lab, for the heart. Excuse me. Okay, my sinus is still bothering, but be praying for me, please. It says the inner man. Okay, the lab is the inner man. Okay, the mind or the will. Okay, and it is the courageous part of it. The friendly part of it. Sometimes it's the broken part of it. Sometimes it's the hard part of it. Okay? And so the heart here, my brothers and sisters, is sometimes, like we said, it's widely used, very widely used for, for the feelings are, for the will or even the intellect, like I said before, when we talk about the inner part of the person, is talk about basically the center for anything. Okay? So this heart here is a part of it that, you consent to do what something, is considerate, is, sometimes this heart can be stout, big. Oh, let's get up there then. Big time, brag, and, people used to say, you're braggadocious, you kind of person like to push himself up, and then sometimes it can be a kind of a friendly, thing, friendliness. Sometimes it's broken, sometimes it's happy, merry, stout-hearted, double-hearted. Say one thing and mean something else. Like the politicians. They tell you one thing, but they don't really mean what they tell you. And they hope that you don't ever visit that area of that subject anymore. You know, but in the midst of the mind, and it has regard to, it has the awareness, you have the understanding. You know, you know, it can be that of willing, and it can be a heart of wisdom, where it chooses to do the right thing and chooses to direct people into the right way, and so on and so on. Okay. Okay. So it said, within the heart, within the heart. Uh, I want you to notice what he said here. There is no fear. That's what he said. There is no fear of YAHUAH. No fear of YAHUAH before his eyes. No fear. He has no fear of YAHUAH In other words, I am my own man. I pull my own bootstrap up by myself. Has no fear, of YAHUAH before his eyes. And the word fear here is the word pakad in the Hebrew. Pakad. Pay. Pay. Sorry. Pay. Cat and Dalet. Pakad. And what it's saying here, it's basically saying there's no dread. I have no dread. I have no fear of YAHUAH. No dread. It is that point to say, yeah, hey, nobody can hurt me. I can do anything I want to do. Nobody can hurt me. My brothers, my sisters, let me say this. We are standing before an awesome, powerful YAHUAH, who only by his mercies that we are existing. Of all the things that we've done, our ancestors have done, and we follow behind them doing things, my brothers and my sisters, is the mercies of YAHUAH. Don't let anybody tell you any lies. Don't let anybody tell you any lies. Is the mercy of YAHUAH why we are here. Only by his mercy. Not because of something that we have done. Good. But he said, the wicked person, have that kind of attitude. I have no fear. No fear of YAHUAH. No fear of YAHUAH. But let me say this, my brothers and my sisters. One day they will stand before him, and they will have to answer to the ways, to the behavior. They have to answer to the behavior, the dreadfulness of YAHUAH, the fear of YAHUAH, the great fear and great terror, my brothers and my sisters, can come from YAHUAH. Okay? Pakad. You have the fear. By implication, there's a feeling. There's a dreadful fear. The dreadful feeling. And they'll say, no, they're not afraid. They're not afraid. They're not standing in awe of him. They're not being fear of him. Because they have not made to be shaken yet. Once they are made to be shaken, my brothers and my sisters, they were going to come into the place where they realize that YAHUAH is not on their level. They are wicked. This is why they act the way they act. Because they don't think in their own way that YAHUAH going to do anything to them. They don't fear. They're not afraid of him. They're not standing in awe of him. But my brothers and my sisters, there comes a time when all those transgressors who are wicked in their ways going to stand in fear of Yahuwah. So there's no fear of him, Elohim or Yahuwah. You know, no fear of him. No fear of Elohim. You know, there's no exceeding fear of our Heavenly Father, Elohim. You know, no fear. But my brothers and my sisters, let me say this. It's going to come to a place where they're going to be fearful. We're going to stop here and we'll come back. I want to ask you, my brothers and my sisters, to be a blessing to someone today and walk with the King. Shalom.